Still in Abuja, Speaker of the House of Representatives says Nigeria can no longer condone the theft of its crude oil. Femi Gbajabiamila then tasked those responsible for safeguarding the nation's crude oil to end the reign of theft. He spoke while welcoming his colleagues from recess. National Assembly correspondent Joke Adisa reports.
After about 8 weeks of annual recess, the lawmakers are back on the beat. With construction work still ongoing at the regular chamber, this temporary arrangement comes in handy for the kick-off of legislative business. Pleasantries over, it speaks to many disturbing national issues, including the drastic decline in crude oil production due to theft and sabotage. More importantly, it charges necessary government agencies to rise and end the scourge of crude theft. It stresses the need for lawmakers to strike a balance between delivering on their mandates and the political campaigns expected to commence soon.
Met with the Finance Minister, the Director of DG Budget, and the Minister of State Budget and Planning. We made it abundantly clear to them that enough of the story about crude oil theft. Nigerians don't want to hear that anymore.
Nigeria's rising debt profile, the scope of deficit financing, the lingering ASUU strike, and the increased influx of illegal drugs into the country also made its list of concerns. It pledges support for the NDLEA as it battles explosive growth in narcotics.
We cannot afford to have a country overrun by the cancer of the drug trade and the devastation it brings. Therefore, all of us, both in our official and personal capacities, must become soldiers in the war on drugs. We will continue to support the work of law enforcement to identify and apprehend the promoters of the trade and block their trade routes.
The Speaker also appealed to state houses of assembly to expedite action on the amended constitution requiring their two-thirds support.
Now, while the House appreciates that our current fiscal conditions necessitate borrowing to finance budgetary expenditures, we are nonetheless concerned about the long-term impact of this burden on the country and our ability to pay what we owe in a responsible and sustainable way. These questions will be central to our consideration of the 2023 appropriation bill when presented.
The Speaker acknowledges the relative success achieved recently in the war against terrorism and seeks more support for the nation's security forces. Joke Adisa, TVC News, Abuja.